So you just got your stamp in the mail, and what you're going to be seeing is a fresh, non-inked stamp. What you're going to want to end up doing is you want to break it in and practice on a disc. You want to have rubbing alcohol handy, rubbing alcohol pads, whatever you have, some sort of paper towel, something like that. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to break this puppy in. The ink that I recommend is the Stays On, which comes in a package like this. It's $10 or so on Amazon. You will want to keep this plastic insert because it is what seals all of the fluid in and doesn't allow it to dry. So make sure that you don't throw that away. So what we're going to end up doing is you want to have a clean surface. Hopefully I don't get anything on my wife's nice sheet here, but what you can do is get a piece of paper, get your stamp pad in a place where it's not going to get ink on everything, and you're going to want to roll on lightly, not too heavy, and you're just going to test on a piece of paper, just nice and light, and you're going to want to get the ink to set into the rubber. Again, not too heavy, just light enough so that you can get that top ink onto the piece of paper. As you notice, the stamp is not too deep cut in, and so you want to make sure you're not pressing too hard, otherwise you'll get some of the surrounding rubber, and you're not pressing too light, so you don't get a lot of the detail. So that's all fun and fine and dandy, and you want to leave it on the stamp for a bit. There's no real need to clean it off too much. What I like to do is I do have rubbing alcohol handy, and so you can just blot it. You don't want to rub across. It can break if you do it too violently. Some of the detailed lettering. So that's essentially the care for the stamp. You want to let that dry after applying the rubbing alcohol, and it should be okay. So what you are going to want to do in order to prep your disc for a stamp is same thing. You're going to want to get the rubbing alcohol and apply it with paper towel, or in this case, toilet paper. And all you're going to be doing is cleaning the surface area to prep it for the stamp. And what this is doing is it's kind of drying out the plastic, at least cleaning oils off of the outer surface. If any of you guys do disc dyeing, even hot stamping, you want to make sure that you have super clean plastic so that whatever you're applying to the surface sticks to it and not to the oils. So what we're doing is we're getting the oils off. Now let that dry for a second, and then in the meantime get the stamp ready. And again, I like to do this at the 6 o'clock. The way that I design the stamp is so that you're pulling towards you with my patent pending design on this handle. It's a lot easier with just a natural kind of pull instead of doing, weird stuff like this and just having a simple little wooden handle. It can go all over the place. This gives you a lot more control, and then the stability is also increased as you're pulling towards you. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to roll across this pad, again, lightly, just to get the ink on the outer edges. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to pull it towards you, and in a nice fashion, you're going to basically take it and roll it across, not too hard, popped off, and we're good. Let's see how we did there. Not too shabby for the way that I'm holding this camera and looking through this lens. I'm not able to see exactly what I'm doing, but excuses aside, you can see how that does. Another pro tip is you're aware that some discs have a little bit greater than 90-degree angle on that rim. So instead of going flat, you might have to angle it up just a bit So there's a little bit of practice that you'll have to do. Good news is this stamp is not truly permanent until you let it sit for a while. So we do have time, especially when you're practicing for the first few times, to put on some rubbing alcohol and then wipe this guy away. Now it's not going to completely remove it, but you know, obviously it gives you an opportunity to retry your stamp right there. Some people use acetone to get the Sharpie off. I just use rubbing alcohol. And again, practice on a practice disc until you feel comfortable with stamping your go-to discs. I will be coming out with my Permagon Sharpie remover solution, which you can buy off of my website. So everybody head to discify.store, sign up for notifications there, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff on my Discify account. So I'll be coming out with that product as well. And what that will allow you to do is essentially remove ink, and in some cases, dye from discs. So in case you do disc dyes and you make a mistake, you can apply it and then kind of get some of that clean look back. Anyway, that's the 101 on how to use the stamp. And let me know your feedback. Like and subscribe if you'd like to also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Happy throwing.